The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. Now Levis. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Levis from the gun. Pass complete to Loveland. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Levis sets up to throw here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
49, Mike 49. And 18. Touch.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Like 54.
Here's Levis.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Levis looking to move him around a bit.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I don't see Northern trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal.
Santos' kick is up and through. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And they start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line.
Red, smack, red, yellow, 20, hut.
They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down and a yard.
Hey, check mega. Let's go now. 50, green. Hut, hut.
To throw now. Here's Love. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On the
3rd and 8.
Strike, strike. Set, hut. Black 40. Edo blue. Ready?
Working out of the gun. Love. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down, because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go.
The give now to Abanikanda.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 30, blue, yellow. Green jack. Ready, ready.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job. Staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
10 strike. Let's go. Yellow, 43. Hut.
Love looking to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs.
On the ready. Down. 52 blue. Fight 60.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Yellow, 22. Check.
Now Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Black shot. Ready. 60 red. Ready.
Love now. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 8-yard line.
Levis looking to throw. That's complete. Luther Burden. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
First down, Chicago.
Back to throw, it's Levis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Levis to throw it. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Inside the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines going for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Levis back to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Bears.
Up the middle with Brooks here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Levis. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Following the interception. Love. Complete. This is Mitchell. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Here we go. Set.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 45. White. 43 rail. Cut.
Here's Love. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
52 blue. Ready?
Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Blue, 32. Hey, go steal. Set.
Irving is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
Check Fury. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. This is caught. Touchdown. Israel Abanikanda from 3 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
4th down, Levis.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Hey, go Fury. Let's go. Hut, hut.
On the handoff, Abanikanda.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Israel Abanikanda with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
22 window.
'Third and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
2nd down and 8.
They'll look to throw here.
Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A gain of 14 yards.
Off the play fake, Levis. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Levis. And this is caught at the 8. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And it's caught. Touchdown Bears. Cole Kmet from 6 yards away. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Set, hut, Edo blue, black, 90, red, cycle. Black shot. Set.
Throwing, Love. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 52 blue. Trouble, 38. Strike, check, ready.
And they'll run it here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matthew Golden in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. 33. Yellow. Check. Smash.
Back to throw. Love. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. And now Mitchell, 63 yards. And the Packers are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And they open the lead up now to 25. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Levis out of the shotgun now. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Levis. To the left side into the hands of Adunze.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Levis sets up to throw here.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10. A quick throw to Adunze on the RPO.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
54, Mike 54. 19. Hey, let's go. Reload. 22 Linda. 22. Yes, yes.
Again, it's Levis looking to throw it.
That is caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 21.
13 yards on the play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Santos with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Hey, go steal.
To throw now, here's Love. He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. Smash. 10 black. Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. That's taken in by Kraft. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 33 yards that time.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
45. White. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Israel Abanikanda sending his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Point after here coming up. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Packers 42, Bears 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Like 54, like 54.
Levis back to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. A I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Diamond.
They do go for it. Here's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
A gain of 26 yards.
Levis. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Levis to throw it. And Walker has it. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Levis looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. The improv back there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Luther Burden laying himself out in the end zone. Levis will try to throw for the 2. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Okay,
About
ready?
set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Ready, break. Strike. Here we go, set. Blue, 32. Set, huh?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Come on, set. Black 40. Check Fury. Set.
They'll run it with Abanikanda. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43. Trouble, 38.
Abanikanda once again. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 34. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a 1st down.
Let's go. 33, yellow. Ultra. Ready.
Love. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Savion Williams from 21 yards away. And the Packers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now Levis. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Levis from the gun. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. That's to the right side, caught by Burden. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready. Yellow. 22. Red. Yellow. Green jack. Set. Go.
And from the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Black swap. Hut.
On the ground, it's Abanikanda. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
110 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
43 rail. Ready.
On third down, they go with Irving. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Levis's pass intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Smash! Smash! Here we go. Sack! Sack, hut!
Here's Urbana Campbell. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue. Hut, hut.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. 3rd and 12.
10. Ultra. Here we go. Black. Hut, hut.
They run out of the gun with Irving. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Levis. To the left side, he's got his tight end, Loveland. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
A gain of 16 yards.
Levis sets up to throw here. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And that's were you counting on a receiver's size being an advantage? They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Like 5-4. Odd. And a cheese. Short.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Here we go, 4th down, Levis. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
That's another Bears 1st down.
They'll throw it again with Levis. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Santos now to add the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare
I
them
was
to do
going to
that?
ask,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Let's go. 45. White. Green Jack.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now 2nd and 9.
Hey, go Fury. Ready. Ready. Ready.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Hey, check Mega. Here we go. 10 black. 10.
Throwing. Love. That is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. Yeah, I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
4th down, Levis. He's going to let it go again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go now.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage, or you're trying to time up a blitz. You got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
Ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Call it a gain of 4, leaves him with options here on 2nd and just a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Check steal. Here we go. Ready? Go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Striper. Check striper. Ready. Blue, 32. Set, cut.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
50, green. Ready.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And running with power here. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Levis's pass intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yellow, 43. Set, go.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.